Tomorrow, the Arizona Cardinals play their hardest game of the season so far against the LA Rams. Two 3-0 teams in the same division battling for the top of the conference. Does it get any better than that? The Cardinals have been amazing all season long, hence the 3-0 record. But if we lose this game right here, it's going to be a huge tell on how legit we are, and let me tell you why. Since hiring Sean McVay, the Rams have a record of 8-0 in their matchups against the Cardinals, and they also beat us in a game that would have sent us to the playoffs last year. So it's safe to say they have our number. But this game is our chance to turn everything around. This week is our chance to change that narrative. This week is our chance to prove we are legit contenders. And all we have to do is beat one team who's had our number for the past 4 seasons. Now, this is easier said than done, considering they're the best team in the NFL, at least in my opinion, but if the Cardinals want to put the league on notice, this is their chance to. Now, a lot of things are going to have to go right in order for the Cardinals to win this game, and I'm going to talk about some of those in just a second. But if for some reason you didn't know already, let me inform you on what makes the Rams such a good football team. So I could probably talk about this for like 10 to 15 minutes, but I'm going to do my best to summarize it in just a couple of points. So the first thing I want to start with, and honestly it'd be a little disrespectful not to, is start on the defensive side and talk about a man named Aaron Donald. I'll stand on this hill to the day I pass away saying that Aaron Donald is one of the, if not the best defensive player of all time, and here's why. So as many of you know, Aaron Donald's a defensive tackle, and if you know anything about football, defensive tackles aren't typically great pass rushers. But when it comes to Aaron Donald, he's just built different because he's one of the greatest pass rushers I've ever seen, regardless of position. And do you want to hear a crazy stat that actually backs this up? In 2018, Aaron Donald had a season where he recorded 20.5 sacks. Yeah, you heard that correctly. And on top of that, he also had 41 total quarterback hits. That is absolutely insane, and even more so since he faces double teams the majority of games. But going back to the stat of 20 sacks, only 12 other players in NFL history have finished with 20 or more sacks in a season. So to say he's in elite company is an understatement. And then I also saw this tweet by Turf Show Times talking about how dominant he's been. And let me just read it to you real quick. Since being drafted, Aaron Donald has 30 more tackles for loss than second place Cameron Jordan. He has over 50 more tackles for loss than second place defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh, and more than double the third ranked defensive tackle. Cam Jordan and Ndamukong Suh are two of the greatest defensive tackles of the past decade, so the fact that he's been that more dominant than them is insane. I could go on and on about how dominant Aaron Donald is, but what makes this defense even scarier is that they have the best corner in the NFL as well. Like, how do you guys have this much money? But just like Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey is one of the greatest at his positions. I mean, he's one of the best corners I've ever seen, and I grew up watching Darrelle Revis, Patrick Peterson, and Charles Woodson. And I could confidently say that Jalen Ramsey is going to go down in history as one of the best corners of all time. And I'm honestly not crazy in saying that, and here's why. So this graphic right here is by Kevin Potter on Twitter, and hopefully I'm not butchering your name, because honestly I do that a lot on this channel. And this is a list of the wide receivers that Jalen Ramsey guarded last year, and let me just tell you, these are some of the best wide receivers in the game on this list right here, and most of them were completely locked up, which is crazy to think about. Luckily for us though, we have one of the best wide receivers in the NFL on our team, and you may have heard of him. His name is DeAndre Hopkins. So even if Jalen does play amazing and contains D-Hop, he can only cover one person. And if you watch Cardinals games, you know we have weapons everywhere. And if they play like they did last week, it's going to be almost impossible to cover us. But this Rams defense as a unit is scary, especially with those two players on it. But when you look at their offense, things start to get scarier. With the addition of Matthew Stafford, their offense has been fully unlocked because Matthew can make every throw on the field. And with the weapons they have, they're almost unguardable too. Now, I've said this for years, but the Rams have one of the most underrated receiving cores in the NFL with Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. And I'm not gonna lie, Cooper Kupp was always that player that was super underrated in fantasy. And now that they have Matthew Stafford, it doesn't look like he's gonna be a sleeper anymore. But now that they have consistent quarterback play, we're seeing what they're fully capable of. Like I said, this offense is almost unguardable, but luckily for us Cardinals fans, their running back position is a little bit iffy with Cam Akers out with an injury. So their starting running back right now is Darrell Henderson. And he's actually not having that bad of a season so far, but I would much rather have Darrell Henderson beat us than Matthew Stafford.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Now, in order for the Cardinals to get this win, we're gonna have to be on our A game. And right now, I'm gonna go over some of the things we need to do in order to give ourselves the best chance to walk out of SoFi Stadium with the dub. So first things first, we need Kyler to limit his turnovers. I'm pretty sure I've said it every week so far, but if Kyler limits his turnovers, he's easily the MVP favorite. But every week, it seems like he just starts forcing things coming out of the half, and I have no idea why. Literally every game so far, on the first drive in the second half, Kyler's turned the ball over. And if we want a chance to win this one, we can't afford giving them extra possessions, whether it's off fumbles, whether it's off interceptions, we just can't afford to turn the ball over. It's literally as simple as that. And the second key to this game is going to be containing their passing attack. We've seen how dominant Matthew Stafford has been so far, so we have to find a way to slow them down. Whether that means getting pressure through our pass rush or our secondary playing lights out, we have to find a way to contain them, and if we do, I'm liking our chances. And the final thing we need to do in order to walk away with the win this Sunday is we need to have the lead at halftime, because history tells us if you're losing to the Sean McVay Rams at the half, you're probably going to lose that game. And to be exact, Sean McVay when leading at the half is 40-0. So if the Rams are beating us going to the locker room, our chances of winning drop dramatically, so we cannot let that happen. And yeah, those are pretty much the three things I'm going to be looking out for this Sunday. And my question to you, what are some of the things that the Cardinals are going to have to do in order to get this win? Make sure to let me know down in the comment section below. And you already know we make predictions every week around here, and honestly, this is one of the hardest games to predict, because I can see it going either way. I can see the Rams getting the win, and I can see the Cardinals getting the win. I mean, they're both 3-0. And me being a Cardinals fan, it's going to be tough doing this, but I got the Rams winning this one 34-27. I know most of the people watching my channel are Cardinals fans, but I had to do it. I'm not trying to be biased. And if you guys think I'm wrong, well, I'm going to give you guys a chance to battle me back. So if you want to participate, there's going to be two comments down in the comment section below. One's going to be for the Cardinals winning, and the other one's going to be for the Rams winning. So what I want you guys to do is basically vote, but here's the twist. Since I know most of the people subscribed to this channel are probably Cardinals fans, I want you to put bias aside, and here's why. So I'm going to be keeping track of my personal prediction record, and I'm also going to be keeping track of your guys's as well. The only thing is, you guys are going to have to work together to try and predict as many games as possible. And at the end of the year, if you guys end up with a better overall record than me, I'm going to be giving a jersey away. Now, this isn't 100% decided, but I might give away a Kyler Murray jersey. I mean, you guys would be the one winning it, so let me know how you feel about it. But like I said, in order for you guys to win this giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed to the channel and beat me in this prediction battle. It's that simple. And as it stands right now, I predicted all three games right, and so have you guys. And going into week 4, I have the Rams winning, so if you guys predict the Cardinals and you guys are correct, you guys could go up 1. But remember, do not be biased. If you think the Rams are going to win, vote the Rams. But if you believe in your heart of heart that the Cardinals are going to win this game, make sure to like that comment. But that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you guys did enjoy, consider hitting that subscribe button. I post NFL and NBA content, so if you're a fan of either of those or both of those, this is the perfect channel for you. But like I said, that's all I got for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.